Hi there, so you've reached the part in the pattern where you need to add the disc base of the head to the head. So the reason I've done a video for this is just to make sure that you are understanding exactly how this goes together. So you needed to have left quite a long tail here and darn your darning needle. Now the best way to do this, because is to start, so if you're right-handed, you will start up here with the lip to the right. If you're left-handed, you'll start up here with the lip to the left. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do it up here. Now if you fold that back, can you see here all the back loops that are left from when we worked just in the front loops for the lip, the top lip? So these are what we're aiming for when we get there, but we're going to go round anti-clockwise. It's opposite if you're left-handed. And when we're going to work in these available loops here, but in these we're just going to work on this inner loop, which would technically be the back loop if you were still working on it like that, but it's a bit more confusing here because we are working from the top. So it's this inner loop because we want to leave these external loops here available to attach the neck to. So just going to show you how that works here. So you're just going to use these inner loops. So you can see I am not going to take up both of those. I'm just going to take up one. I'm just going to sew through. So you can go through both loops on the disc, but just through that inner loop on the base of the head to allow the other loop that isn't worked to be used to attach the neck. So that's how you're going to work that around there. And then in through both on the disc, but just through one on the base of the head. So if you carry on and go all the way around to where you get to the lip here, I'll show you what to do when you get there and I'll meet you there. So pause it here, sew till you get to here and then restart. Okay, so you should now have sewn around all of these here, and when we get to where the lip is, it's exactly the same, except this time you just got to make sure you pick up these unworked back loops from when you put the lips on. So it's exactly the same, but it's just making sure you pick up the right part of the stitch, just for neatness really at this point. Okay, so hopefully you can see that there. And in there, and then when you get all the way round, you just sew it in the ends, making sure you catch it in a few times in through the stuffing, and then you can make the neck. So then the other video that's going to be on here will be on how to attach the neck. Okay, thanks very much. Okay, so we're now at the point where we need to add the neck to the head. So the way that we do this is by using slip stitches and using these loops here that weren't used to attach the disc to the base there. So we're going to slip stitch it on around here, and then when we get to this part we're going to then make the bottom lip directly onto the neck. So the way that we do this is we've got the right sides together, so we've got the neck at the top, so above, and then the head below. So again, if you're right-handed, I've got the lip on the right hand side, and if you're left-handed you'd have it like that. So for right-handed, you want to find your first back loop that next to the lip. So here's the lip here, so there's my first back loop there. So I want to put my hook into that one, keeping those right sides together like that. It's a little bit fiddly this, but it's worth doing it this rather than sewing it. It makes it easier and it looks better. Then you're going to go into your next stitch on the head, sorry, on the neck, and then you're just going to pull one through the other. So it's slip stitches into the next back loop, and then into the next one on the neck, and pull through everything on your hook. Okay, into the next one. There should be 16 of these all together before you get round to where the lip is. So if you do 16 of these, and then you'll be ready to then work the bottom lip like that. So I will meet you back around here for the bottom lip. Okay, so that's all now attached around here, and this is now upside down. We now need to make the bottom lip, so we're going to turn it, we're going to chain one, and now you'll see, looking like here's the head, there's the top lip, this is the neck, so we've got the bottom lip to work on here. So you're going to do along here just like what you did along the top with those 3 rows of 14 half double crochets. This time though, you don't need to work in just one loop, you can go through the whole stitch. So a half double crochet all the way along, and there should be 14 of them. You're going to do 3 rows of those with a turning chain at each end. Once you've done that, I will meet you back for the next stage. Okay, so once you've done your 3 rows of half double crochet, to make that bottom lip, we've got to we're going to go all the way round now in with a round of single crochet. So that means we're going to go we're here, so obviously the opposite way if you're left-handed, and we're going to go straight onto the top lip and go around across 14 stitches there to do 14 single crochets, and straight on to the bottom one to do another 14 single crochets. So you're going to have to turn your work so that we can get the stitches the right way around, and there's no chains or anything needed, just go straight in, and then you're just going to do 14 across the top, and then you'll do 14 when you get to the end. You just turn it again and go 14 across there, and then you're just going to fasten off here. So you'll be left with these gaps at the side where you'll need to leave a tail end, and you'll sew those up from the inside on both sides there, and then you're ready for your nose and the inside of the mouth and the tongue.